Well, for more on the Morrison government's stimulus package and the other big stories in today's headlines, I'm joined now from Sydney by the host of Chris Smith Tonight here on Sky News, Chris Smith. And from Brisbane, the man with his finger on the pulse in Queensland, host of The Front Page, Peter Gleeson. Gleeson, I'll start with you. Lots in this announcement today. I did note plenty of support there for tourism operators in Queensland. Fair bit of criticism. Other states are saying that they're not getting the same levels of support. And, of course, the damage in Queensland was self-inflicted when the Premier closed the borders. So how can we make sure that this support goes right across the country? I'm also a bit concerned too, a question I'm asking, and I think others are asking as well, if people are asked to book direct with airlines, how do we help our travel agents?
Yeah, and also the certainty around border closures, because this government, the Palaszczuk government, has single-handedly handed the tourism industry in this state a terrible set of cards because of the uncertainty around border closures and the hypocrisy today from the Palaszczuk government suggesting they now want the federal government to pick up the tab for Brisbanites to head to Cairns and the Whitsundays is extraordinary. This mob put in $3 million. You'd spill that around the cabinet table compared to the $1.2 billion that the feds are putting in. And the feds, and I just heard Michael McCormack talking to Peter Stefanovic about the time has come for state, territory and leaders in this country to actually give the tourism industry some certainty. They need certainty. They don't need more lockdowns, and they certainly don't need more border closures. So, look, I think there's a lot of hypocrisy attached to this today from the Palaszczuk government.
Chris, I listened to a lot of people on Talkback. Some were very happy about these cut price tickets. But I have to say, you know, they're not cut price because we, the taxpayer, are paying for them. So we're getting cheap fares, but we're still paying for them in the end. I'm scarred by the Rudd-Gillard years of all that GFC sort of largesse. Help me here. Convince me this is money well spent.
Oh, this looks like someone's been playing a game of pin the tail on the donkey. Like, seriously, how do you actually work out exactly why they've done what they've done? It almost looks as if the states, and I'm thinking of New South Wales here, the ones that have looked after their economy the most and been more risk-averse than all the other places are the ones who've been punished here. One location in New South Wales, you have got to be kidding. And then all of those, well, not WA, so there's no consistency between punishment. It's not if it's a punishment for WA, it's not a punishment for Queensland. And to have Anastasia Palaszczuk say, oh, they should pay for a domestic flight system too. Sorry, that is within Queensland. That is under your jurisdiction. You should be paying for it. Stop looking like a pig in a big dirty trough. And can I just say one other thing? This was Scott Morrison's big chance to stop the closure of borders. He could have said, here's the money. Here are the half-price fares. All you out there are going to go on holiday, so here's the money. You just make sure that the premiers sign an agreement right now that says that they won't close the borders again.
Very good point. Very good point. Because he opens that chequebook. Well, I don't know. And you make a very good point, because one of the impediments to people booking, of course, is lack of certainty. You're just not sure where you're going to be in 2 or 3 months' time, particularly as we head into winter. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Chris. The chequebook's gone out there and no quid pro quo. Yep.
It's not something grabbed from... It's joined. It's joined, and he should have taken the opportunity.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I might ask some questions as to why that didn't happen.